maybe a little bit of whiling out. Welcome back, everybody, to Chart Addicts Radio. All right, welcome, everybody. Happy Sunday. Another Sunday market outlook. So the purpose of these outlooks is to help everybody prepare for the week and to show you all, number one, my weekly routine for how I look at markets ahead, how I make sure that everyone's ready for how I am prepared for the week by having multiple trade ideas already mapped out, looking at the markets to see 2 or 3 different potential opportunities on the pairs I trade. And if I do that, I tend to be a lot more confident, a lot more comfortable during the week. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where a lot of my confidence comes from, is through preparation. A little bit of prep could change your life. This is going to be a very short call. As you guys know, happy Sunday. It is officially the NAS100 Masterclass day. If you registered for the NAS100 Masterclass, put a 1 in the chat. I'll see you guys at 7 p.m. Eastern time on the Zoom link that was sent to you in your email. So I'm looking forward to having another killer masterclass this weekend or this week. This is going to be a great start. And yeah, I hope you guys are all excited. There's still 45 minutes left. Is anybody else going to change their mind and get a seat for the NAS100 class in the next hour? We'll see. All right. So the way I do my Sunday prep, and if you guys know I'm talking in a bit lower voice than usual, tomorrow I'll be right back to whiling out. Tonight, I'm keeping everything nice and cool for the Sunday outlook. I'm going to go through the fundamental events for the week, some of these data releases, and then I'll cover the 2 trade ideas that I'm watching. All right. The biggest news event of December is the Fed meeting next Wednesday on the 13th. Today, or this week, there's a lot of heavy news events, and not a lot of them are going to have a direct impact on what Jerome Powell does next week, except for probably 2 of these. But these are all still going to be market movers. So let's take a look at the ones that I'm personally watching. I'm going to filter this out for all the pairs that I'm watching, which are beautiful. So the JOLTS jobs openings, this is a very big one for me. This is one of the top 3 measures of employment health that I look at. I look at the unemployment rate. I look at the JOLTS jobs openings, which is how many open jobs are there in the economy. And then I look at part of the JOLTS report also shows you the quits rates, which is the amount of people that are voluntarily leaving the workforce, which right now is actually a big issue for us. Not a lot of people getting back into the workforce. It feels so weird not yelling at my microphone. We'll see if this is actually better for the streams. Maybe people find this a slightly better change of pace for the nighttime calls. Unemployment claims. This is weekly. ADP is about as useless as any other measure can get. And then we have, obviously, the first Friday of every month, we have NFP. So we have the unemployment numbers coming out on Friday and NFP. So this is honestly the only thing that's relevant this week as it pertains to the Fed's decision to either raise rates or keep rates the same. Now, to give you guys I don't want to say my prediction, but my prediction for next week is that there's not going to be any rate hikes or indication of a rate cut. That's what the whole world is watching right now is, are we going to cut rates, or is Jerome Powell potentially going to raise rates in 2024? I think we keep everything exactly as is, and I think that we rally through the end of the year. All right. Any questions about these news events for this week? Put a 1 in the chat or put a number in the chat if you guys are ready to go. If this is all pretty straightforward. Chris Brown said, I've been so hyped for Sunday. It was slow but fast. I love it. Can we request a song? No. We're not taking requests. Are we good? Okay. Folks on Zoom are good. Let me see what we got here. We got Two Step, Bianca, Bobby. We got B. Flores in the house. Frenchie. Jacques is in the house. Josh, Linda, Mo, Sandra. Great to see all of you guys tonight. Mo, I need to talk to you, brother. So I'll hit you up right after this. We have a buy zone on the 4 hour. The only sell was on the 1 hour. And okay. Well, looks like everybody's on the same page. Cool. Let's go through market outlook. All right, so this is NAS100. Last week we had, this is after we got off the stream. This thing absolutely ran. Is anyone still holding an entry from this? I believe I am. To be honest, I haven't even checked since the market opened to see if any of my trades hit break even. All right, the buy is still active. What about you, Jay? Did I get hit and break even? I did. We'll cover UJ here in a bit. How do I get rid of this line? Oh, here we go. All right. How we looking? Beautiful entry. Anyone still holding this? Or did anybody take this trade? We called this out on the Friday YouTube stream because you guys know how we do it. Every time we hit the YouTube streams, it's I don't say it's a win, but it's still a win, whether we make money or not, which we usually do. But it's always a win. It's entertaining. The trades hit. It's a learning experience, and obviously a money-making opportunity. Now, for those of you guys that are following the prop firm challenge that I'm taking, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I made a very stupid mistake on Friday. I wouldn't even call it a mistake. I would just call it, I don't even know what happened. Um, the screen was loading up and it said USD JPY. It hadn't fully populated, but the screen was loading. And so I hit to enter a trade because UJ was at my entry. I entered 2 standard lots on UJ. And then when the screen loaded and populated, it showed NAS100. So the trade that I executed was on NAS100, 2 standard lots on that new prop firm. In about 2 seconds, I was in drawdown 1%. Have you guys ever been in drawdown 1% on your challenge in about 2 seconds just off the spread? I looked at this thing, I gave it a split second to retrace back up, and I closed it. And I meant to close it around negative $200 or $300, which is 0.2, 0.3%. By the time I closed it, this thing was reading negative $600. So 0.6% just out the window off a very, very small mistake. So just want to let you guys know it happens. I had to close it ASAP because there was a thought in my mind like, oh, just hold it. What if it comes back and you make a lot of money? No. I'm taking the L, whether it was $1,000 or whatever it is. I'm not blowing the account. All right. So you got to take on the mistake that you made, accept it, and then make the best decision, to move forward. Otherwise, you're going to dig yourself a deeper hole. So luckily, I did not dig myself a deeper hole. We're going to make it out of this thing this week, and we will pass this challenge live on YouTube. All right. So what am I seeing for NAS100 this week? Very straightforward. So here's the previous area of resistance. The market is starting to slow down. So you guys can see that momentum is starting to slow down. The candles, it went huge. It's smaller. Buyers are starting to slow down. This thing needs to release a bit of pressure before continuing to the upside. So the first thing that I'm expecting is for price to come back down to the 15,500 level, which is still possible from here. If we come down here and then we're starting to create lower highs, we start to close below this area, this thing is going to have a drop all the way back down to the 14,500 level. All right. So for now, here's the two options. retracement and push. Well, actually 3, sorry. Straight push from here. It'll just consolidate and then push up. And then last but not least, if it can't break and starts to close lower, this is what's going to happen. So I guess to make this easier, here's the 2 options for now. Consolidation and push, or massive retracement and push. So what you guys will see me do on the live streams this week is I'm going to be buying inside of the range that's forming. And then if it breaks the low of that range and we start to break lower, just know that I'm not going to start selling or whatever. I'm going to get back in at the lower high. Put a 1 in the chat if this makes sense. This is the higher time frame play, just because when we go down to the 4-hour and the daily, you can't just look at what's happening here. You have to take into consideration where we are. So to put that into context on the 4-hour, as long as we stay in this range, I'm going to be buying the lows. I'm going to be buying the lows. If we break that range, we're going to come all the way down to 15,500. And we can buy it up from down here. Put a 1 in the chat if this makes sense. Today will be a shorter call than usual because I got to save my voice and prepare for the NAS100 masterclass tonight. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking about it for over a month. Today is finally the day we start the 3-day online class to change people's lives, and I could not be more excited. I know I'm talking a bit lower tone than usual. I got some complaints. I've been out here whiling on camera and on stream and on just yelling at my mic and whatnot. And I've been getting some complaints, just a little bit. So I'm being more responsible here. I'm being more considerate. That's the word. And toning it down because I'm going to while out for the NAS class. I'm saving my chips here. Because I'm going to hear about it. But I'd rather hear about it for, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Let's do gold. So, well, actually, let's do the 4-hour real quick. So 4-hour, we're going to pull back to 15,900 tomorrow morning. So I believe that the market will, here's exactly what I see for tonight. Y'all, just draw this just so when I say I told you so tomorrow, I can, you know what I'm saying? I can have that credit. Just please just draw this, okay? Or just take a screenshot for fuck's sake. Consolidation. Push up. Come back down. Now we're either going to get a rejection here at 15,900 or it's going to straight break through to 15,800 down here. But I'll be buying at this level and I'll be buying at this level. So we're going to see the consolidate phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. I can't get logged in on the Spaces app. Can you help? I can't get logged in. I don't know if you'll be able to access the link from there, to be completely honest with you. You might just have to follow the link, the Zoom link that was sent to the email. That's your best bet. Okay. So that's what I see. We're going to sell up here, buy down here, not rocket science. Gold. Oh my God. Yo, bro. Bryce, please tell me you're on here. Oh, he's not. Oh my God. To go over some global news, guys. Oh my God. Dude, I don't want to, I don't want to expose my text messages, but we were just talking about this full margin in gold at the market open. So what is happening with gold right now? Why is this thing absolutely pumping? This is a 5-minute candle? Oh no, it's 15. Lord have mercy. I haven't seen something like this in a long time, people. Okay. We do have some bad news on the geopolitical stage. The ceasefire that was originally agreed on for the last 2 weeks, or the last week, I would say, between Palestine or between Gaza and Israel has officially come to an end as fighting has resumed in the area. Now, the reason that markets were rallying, the stock market, and the reason that gold was making moves but not too aggressively, is because of the fact that the risk of this thing spilling over had now died down. The ceasefire was basically giving everyone hope to a potential resolution, a peaceful political resolution to this, as opposed to more fighting. And then over the weekend, we saw the fighting resume and not looking good. So, of course, gold as a safe haven. People are basically betting on World War III at this point. If gold is pumping this high, I'm assuming that the stock market's going to see a bit of a crash this week. Now, can gold and the stock market move at the same time in the same direction? The answer is yes. The stock market has gone from a speculative investment to a bit more like a safe haven. If you don't want to put your money in other currencies, if you don't want to trust someone else's stock market in another country, you'll come to America and put your money in US stocks. And so gold and the NASDAQ could both be seeing inflows if this conflict escalates. And also, America benefits from a lot of global conflicts because the military industrial complex is one of the largest components of our GDP. They make a shit ton of money for America. And yeah, typically good for stock market. Is there still time to get in the live masterclass? You have about 30 minutes. You got about 30 minutes. Click the link in the description and you got yes. You're cutting it close. But the answer is yes. Yo, so what do we do when the market moves this aggressively and we have no context? Is gold at all-time highs? Yo, hold on. Guys, hold on. Guys. Did gold just break all-time highs? Ladies and gentlemen, you're officially witnessing history. At no point in the history of gold have prices gone up to 2130. We are all currently witnessing history as we speak. Yemen also attacked 2 Israeli ships. US ships were attacked, yes. The escalation of conflict is the biggest reason for this. This is what history looks like, people. This is unbelievable. I've been trading for a very long time, yo. I was trading when gold was right here. I was trading when gold was in the 1200s, right? We watched gold start ranging in 2020. We haven't broken out of this range since the beginning of the pandemic. Okay, so just for context, is the market going to retrace all the way back down to here? To be honest, if there's any pair that would do it, it's probably gold. Personally, that's what I'd be looking for on a longer time frame in terms of the daily or weekly. On the smaller time frames, I do expect this thing to continue pushing. This thing is still climbing 10 points every minute. What is happening right now? Yeah, there really is no use analyzing this until the market starts to retrace. Okay, there really is no use because the market's going to continue to create lower time frame structure and then just push, and then maybe just start to finally go flat somewhere. Wherever it decides to go flat, that's where we'll assess it. If we establish a high, the market consolidates above it, we retest and continue. If the market closes, starts to move back down, there is a good chance that we come all the way back in to the 2000s before this continues. The dollar is going to start getting bid up soon. Look at this. The dollar is on a much needed retracement. Okay, as we get lower to these discounts right here, the dollar is going to start getting bid right back up. When this happens, that's when gold will finally come back down. And I think that that's what the market's really waiting for. We do have this moment of truth with the DXY, where we're currently sitting at a 61% retracement from the very bottom to the top of this move since July of this year. If we create a double bottom here, this is the last line of defense. It could come back up. If we break, we're headed back down to these lows. So this little shallow retracement here, that means gold is going to turn around soon. Gold is going to crash soon. If this thing makes an extended drop, then gold can keep going to 2,400. All right. Beautiful. All right, everybody. I got to get ready for the NAS100 masterclass tonight. Make sure to click like, subscribe if you are not already. This is your host, Roy Dunia, co-founder, Chart Addicts, full-time day trader, and the most entertaining YouTuber in Forex. I'm not going to call myself a YouTuber, but I live stream on YouTube, and I'm the most entertaining. So it's I'm just going to slap the title on. If you guys are interested in getting in the masterclass, you have about 24 minutes. Click the link in the description. Everybody else, I will catch you tomorrow morning. Market open. Wait. Every single morning, market open, and yeah, just catch you there.